Saturday night. This is what you see when you walk into the Baba Sali in Chivot. Yisachar Meir, Yehudis Meir. I'm not familiar with them. I don't know who they are, but they seem to be important to someone that they have that structure. It says Hagon Rebbe Yisachar Meir, Maron Rosh Yeshiva. He was like a Rosh Yeshiva, looks like. Is that what it says? I can't really see up there. Okay. But yeah, this is what you see when you walk in. All these tombs. I didn't get to explore too much with you guys on the camera when I came. I was more focused on like the other, like the whole chill is really centered around Baba Sali. But there are all these other situations going on, you know. I'm just not familiar at all. Also, we talked about, if you guys have seen my video, I have like a whole 10-minute video or 8-minute video on TikTok or somewhere. It's also on YouTube somewhere. On YouTube, it might be part of a longer video, but on TikTok, it's just its own video. Playing with the lights and showing you it's not my camera that's broken, but those are real things. Yo, what's good? We have a policeman. I don't know, police man and a police lady pulled up. Is there another cop car also? I wonder what's going on. I don't even know, but this is the entrance to Baba Sali on Saturday night. So the young boy, I don't know, on the bike, he said the cop told him like, oh, I'll give you a ticket for your helmet. I don't know what he wanted to give him a ticket. Pretty much they just came to mess with people. They're just sitting outside, just came to mess with people. They came to Matisyahu also, by Matisyahu. יש דמי חנוכה למישהו? דמי חנוכה? כן, תמיד, אור אינסוף, אור גנוז, הפח שמן, לא נגמר, אף פעם. אם יש למישהו, בשביל שיילו, התינוק. I'm not even joking. I'm collecting money to bring for Shiloh. He likes when I bring him money. I love to bring him money also. I don't know who enjoys it more when I bring him money, me or him. I don't know who has more fun when I bring him money, me or him. You know? Cover my head. דמי חנוכה הבא? דמי חנוכה? דמי חנוכה יש? אבא, אפשר דמי חנוכה? אפשר דמי חנוכה? דמי חנוכה אפשר? אוקיי, אבא, תודה. I love it. It's a great way to, like, first of all, you can get money by asking. Plus, it's a great way to introduce yourself to people and to say hi. Like, I don't know how to, like, start up with people and say hi and make friends. But I know how to ask them for money, you know? It's very easy. Shadi me Chanukah, Abba. Abba, toda. Huh? Toda, Abba. Shadi me Chanukah. Toda. See, everyone loves to give. They love it. If you ask appropriately, respectfully, they love it. Like, you could see, like, the people that don't have money and they want to give you, they want to give you. They really want it. They just don't have any money on them. They want to, you know. That's also good. Like, when you see that someone wants to help you and they can't, but okay, you still need the help. But it is nice to see that people care and they want to help you, you know. Sometimes people don't want to help you. Like, I don't know, sometimes I ask people for help and you can tell they don't want to help you. They could, you know they could, they know they could, they don't want to. So it's nice when people want to help you, you know? I got to charge my phone and bring the boys the beer. I just went on a beer run. Hi. We're here by Samson intersection. The sign says road to Beit Shemesh is this way. You have IKEA, big, huge IKEA right there. And we're gonna walk this way towards the tomb of Dan. I just spent Shabbos with the friends in Nitzivot, which is in the more southern part of Israel, closer to Gaza, Ashkelon, Ashdod, at the tomb of Baba Sali and others, including Baba Shalom. So now, adventure awaits, a new day. a new opportunity. Shalom Sabag will be at the Tomb of Dan like he is every day, right around sunset, which, I mean, it's only like midday right now, about 12 o'clock in the afternoon, so we'll see what happens over the next 6 hours. And at this bus stop, it's a good place. I can catch a hitchhike, hopefully. Or I can just walk. It's like 15 to 18 minutes. See what happens. So this bus goes to Kiryat Gat. See, 449. I don't need a... Oh, he's stopping anyway. Kiryat Gat, it says. See, 449 to Kiryat Gat. We're here by Tzomet Shimshon. It started at the Tachana Merkazit, the central station of Jerusalem. We're at Tzomet Shimshon. It goes through Nachal Shorek, through Be'er Tuvia, till it gets to Kiryat Gat. This is the final bus stop there, Kikar Hamafil. You also have the bus to Tel Aviv, to Mazkeret Batya, Ashdod, Rehovot. And that's how the bus systems work here, you know. Hitchhiking is also a huge part of public transportation. Depending where, it might be easier or harder to get a hitchhike. There's places where people are constantly stopping, there's places where it's less frequent, but usually you could catch a hitchhike just by putting out your finger like this. Sometimes I've gotten hitchhikes instantly, sometimes I've waited for hours and not gotten, you know. Waited like a minute or two, no one really stopped, so I'm just gonna walk the 18 minutes and tell you about the 5 worlds, the 10 Sefirot, the 5 levels of the soul. Let's start with the 10 Sefirot. You have Keser, you have Chochmah, you have Bina, you have Chesed, you have Gevur, you have Tiferes, you have Netzach, you have Hod, you have Sod, you have Malchus. They're broken down generally into the 3 intellectual Sefirot, Keser, Chochmah, Bina. Keser above the intellect, above the head, and Chochmah and Bina, your right and left brains. Masculine and feminine. And then the 7 emotional Sefirot, ending with the final one, the feminine. The only one that's considered feminine. The final one, Malchut. And then with the 5 worlds corresponding to the 5 layers of the soul. So you have, from top to bottom, you have Adam Kadmon, primordial man. Then you have Atzilus, emanation. Then you have Bria, creation. And then Yetzirah, formation. And then Asiya, action, or making. What else could I tell you? I could tell you we have 22 Hebrew letters with an additional 5 end letters, meaning 5 of the letters appear twice, because if they appear at the end of a word, the last letter of any word, then they take a different form. So it's Mansipach. It's Mem, Nun, Tzadi, Pei, and Kaf. Mansipach. Those are the 5 letters that have a different form when they appear at the end of a word. So if you take the 22 plus 5, you get 27, 3 sets of 9. Why 3 sets of 9 is very important is because that gives you a numerical system. You have 1 through 9, 10 through 90, and 100 through 900. So Aleph is 1, Beis is 2, Gimel is 3, and so on and so forth, until you get till Tav is 400. Kaf Sophie would be 500. Mem Sophie would be 600. Nun Sophie would be 700. 800 would be Pei Sophie. And 900 would be Tzadik Sophie. Okay, what else could I tell you? We have 5 levels of life. Existence, creation. We have inanimate matter. Domain, silent, okay? Like rocks and mineral life. Then we have Tomeach, plant, vegetation, life. Then we have Chai, life, which is the animals. Then we have Medaber, which is the human. And then we have the Yehudi, the Jew. The human, by the way, is called a medaber, a speaker, one who speaks. That's what makes him human, okay? The speech. It's what separates us from animal speech. But what separates the Jew from the speaker, from the regular human, I don't know. But we could look at how they match up to the worlds, and we could assume that the hidden fifth level of a Jew corresponds to the hidden fifth level of the soul of the Yechida, and the hidden fifth world of Adam Kadmon. You know? You know, just walking down the highway. Generally, you don't catch a hitchhike on the side of the highway like this. You catch it at a bus stop. But sometimes people stop for me on the highway. You know, once a lady stopped for me on the highway like this. It might have been raining. I don't know if it was raining. I don't think so. But it was one of those situations. She told me, she's like, listen, I never would stop for a man. You know, like as a woman alone. She's like, I would never stop for a man. I never do stop for a man. But you look like you really need a ride. You know, because I was walking like this down the side of the highway and just put my finger out. How did I end up there? I don't know. There was a situation where the buses wasn't coming because of like, I don't know, protest or something in Jerusalem. So eventually I just caught a hitchhike to like, no, I caught the first bus and got off at the first stop. Ended up at a random like small town. Walked to the gas station and tried to hitch a ride, and the guy dropped me off like, it ended up being like right at the center of the road. What the heck is that? What is that? Looks like a rocket shooting up, but it's a plane. Let me switch the camera. Look at the trajectory of where it came from, where it's going. It looks so weird, no? I don't know. Everyone likes to talk about chemtrails, real, fake, what they're doing, notorious evil, or good for the environment. What the heck is up with it? But no one really knows. But look at the trajectory of where it came from, where it's going. Is that a rocket or is that a plane? Is that a missile or a plane or a rocket? What the heck is it? Wait. There's glare. It launched from over there, right? Now it's going that way. Is that a missile? Or is it like a spacecraft? Like, what the heck is it, you know? It does seem very, like, just weird. I don't know, also Baba Sali, there was a drone that was just kept flying around on, like, Shabbos afternoon and watching us, like, from afar, or it wasn't watching us, I don't know, but it was kind of just like hovering and flying and returning, just like hovering around the Baba Sali. There's like just some park here on the side of the highway, I don't know, but there's a lot of people there usually, and there's just others on this road particularly, but really a lot of these roads in Israel here, there's just like random sites to pull off and like have a picnic, and a lot of them have like archaeological sites just because of the way Israel is, that there's like archaeology everywhere. Yeah, I don't think that's a chemtrail plane. I think that's like gotta be a rocket or missile of some sort. I don't know, like during the Iran attack, when we got like barrages of missiles, and we had like our own missile defense system shooting them down. This is kind of what it looked like. The same type of flight pattern and markings in the sky. So yeah, I have no idea what that is, but my best bet is a missile of some type, you know? You have the Kakal offices here. Kakal is Karen Kamasli Israel, which is an organization that owns probably more land in the state of Israel than anyone else. Karen Kamasli Israel owns, from what I understand, more land than anyone else in Israel, more than the government, more than anyone. They own a lot of land, and it's a private company. They just own land in Israel. And all the land that they own is public use. It's just public parks, and they have cleaners that come every day and take out the trash, clean the toilets. So like, for example, in Matisyahu tomb doesn't have toilets, but the Kakal comes every day and cleans the trash up. They also tear down any houses that people build or structures that people build, but yeah, that's a separate issue. But look, see, they have a playground for children, picnic area. This is Kakal. They buy land in Israel and make it into a like family chill, and they come every day and clean. You know, I don't know who funds it. I'm assuming it's like charity funds, but I don't know. It's a private company. It's not state run, from what I understand. It's a cool car, Volvo. I don't know which model, but it's funny because when I was a child, I remember seeing Volvos and thinking like, oh, that's like a Rebbe car. A Rebbe is like a teacher in your school when you were like a child. And usually the Rebbes are very poor, like they have no money, they don't get paid a lot, they have like a ton of kids. They might get like half off tuition or free tuition because they're a Rebbe, but like, you know what I'm saying? They're not like rich or anything. So at least where I grew up and in my school, the Rebbes were usually very poor, very, very poor. Yo, look what he's doing this. What is he, a missile or airplane? What the heck is he doing? Anyways, I remember the Rebbes usually had like junk cars, you know? It's like in my head, a Volvo was a junk car, but like, I've come to realize that Volvo is actually a very, very decent, even luxurious car. They make really good cars. My friend Eshtaol and I traveled with one of our rabbis from Jerusalem to Uman, no, I'm sorry, not to Uman, to Lezhensk in Poland for the Hilula of the Noam Elimelech. I don't know, like maybe like 6 years ago. I don't even know how many years ago, but maybe like 7. I don't know how many years ago, 8 years ago, I don't know, a bunch of years ago. It could be even like 9 years ago, I have no idea. It was very long ago. Anyway, so he rented, my friend Eshtaol paid for it. He rented like a super luxurious, fast, awesome car, and it was a Volvo. It's like a brand new Volvo, like S90 or I don't know. I remember he drove a steady 150 miles an hour. I remember we wanted to get there before like sunset or, you know, whatever. So we asked like the head rabbi, because we drove, it was me and my friend Eshtaol, who's actually a witness at my ksuba. It was me and him and one rabbi, but there was a whole group of this rabbi and his like friends and their rabbi in separate vehicle. And like we called ahead to ask them like, yo, can we speed things up? Like we need to get there. We're like way behind schedule to make it for sunset. They were gonna make it for sunset, but we were gonna miss it. Do we have like the rabbi's like permission to just fly ahead and like disregard the speed limit and the police? And the head rabbi gave the go ahead. He's like, just as long as they're not afraid or something. And the driver, my friend Eshtaol, just nailed it. I remember we were going 150 miles an hour steady. I'm not talking about like he sped up at one point and we hit 150. I'm talking nice car. Rubicon, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Rubicon. I'm saying that's a $40,000 truck in America. Here it's 80 because of the price tax thing. Maybe it's more than that. Anyways, but my friend Eshtaol was driving a steady 150 miles an hour in Poland for like an hour. I don't know how long the drive was. Maybe more than an hour. And nothing happened. There was no police officers, no nothing. What was that? I don't know. appreciate luxury a lot more when you're in Israel because it's more rare here. Like I said, cars cost double the price here, you know? Whatever you pay for a car in America, here it's twice. So if you see someone with a nice BMW or you see a Ferrari here, you have to appreciate it twice as much. Really more, because it doesn't just cost twice the amount, it's also harder to make money here. So it's worth a lot more here. Everything's worth a lot more when you see luxury here, which there's plenty of luxury here. But when you see the luxury here, it's worth a lot more. You appreciate it a lot more. When you go back to America after being in Israel for a very long time, you know, you start to appreciate the luxury in America also very much. There's a lot of, like that car was a Sherry. It looked like an infinity symbol almost. But Sherry, it's Chinese. They have a lot of Chinese cars in Israel. Recently, I saw that the IDF put out a ban on Chinese vehicles on their base. So soldiers that own vehicles that are from China are not allowed to actually bring their vehicles onto base anymore. They made a ban, the IDF. Okay, we're already here. It wasn't that long. So yeah, it's like 15 to 18 minutes. That's it. But you know what I'm saying? The Israeli army, the IDF, put a ban on their own soldiers from bringing Chinese-made vehicles onto base because of security concerns. Because, you know, all these cameras on the cars and how they're like connected to the internet. And someone in China, for the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, is watching the army base through soldiers' cars. Get it? Much like they're watching you on your Chinese-made phone, or whichever government that you live in their country is watching you on their back servers or whatever, you know? Mark of Dan, son of Jacob, our father, peace upon him. Samson the prophet, the warrior, Messiah of his generation, is that way about 20 minutes on foot. Our missile, I don't know, it seems to have disappeared. I haven't heard any explosions. Usually you hear the explosions and feel them from pretty far away. Even one Shabbos, I heard like constant bombing. I was like, what? How could it be from Gaza? Gaza's so far away. But I looked it up. It was only like 20, 30 miles away or something. I don't know how many miles away. And it was like, I asked the, you know, the chat GPT or whatever, like, it's possible I'm feeling explosions from Gaza and I'm in wherever, you know, I don't know, maybe I was in Beit Shemesh, I don't know where. And like, he was like, yeah, from Beit Shemesh to Gaza, you can totally hear and feel bombing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm telling you, for the whole Shabbos, I just kept hearing explosions, but not just hearing them, you felt them. Like, you felt the atmosphere shake. And like, you felt it in your heart. It was pretty wild. Yeah. So we're here. It's Don Ben Yaakov. We got 6 hours of, you know, I don't know, I guess drinking beer and smoking the 2 cigarettes out. I lost a whole pack, a full sealed pack of Winston Red. I was so excited because I smoke Winston Blue, but once in a while I buy Winston Red and I love it. It's a very heavy cigarette, I feel it. Just too strong to smoke all the time. Bought a full pack, got a few dollars from America, got a few dollar loan from someone, whatever. Put together a few shekels, went to the store, bought a pack. I must have dropped it at the bus stop or on the bus, I don't know. It's God's plan, not mine, you know? Whatever. This is the tomb of Dan. Shimshon is that way. Through the forest. I've done the walk from there to here. Hello. יש לך כסף לסיגריות אולי? יש לך כסף לסיגריה? יש לך סיגריות? סיגריות יש. אתה מרוסיה, אחי? אתה רוסית? לא. יש לך כסף לסיגריות אולי?
יש פה כסף שמונח פה על המקום.
איפה?
על הציון, מישהו הניח את הכסף.
פה? אני לא רואה. זה? קול, זה התחלה טובה, 13. יש לכם סיגריות אולי? יש לכם נוסף?
אני לא מאשר. יש לך פה שקל אולי? שקל.
אבל תודה רבה. שכם ישראל. Cool. Alright, we got 14 shekel numerical of yad, hand, or flip it around and die. Enough hand, huh? Got another 4 shekels, so now we're at 18, which is chai, life, which we spoke about, life. If you flip it, you get yud ches, which yach. I don't know what it means, but in modern Hebrew slang, you could tell someone ya'ach, like brother, ya'ach, which you could technically spell as yud ches. Why not yach? My brother, or yeah, my brother, like yeah, brother, ya'ach. This is the tikkun, general rectification. It's 10 chapters of Tehillim, specific time in order. Shalom Sabag and the friends will be here soon enough, and they'll read it together. And try and share that with you, okay? They sing it, and it's much faster, and they all know it by heart because of the song. So not too much is happening here, honestly. It's kind of quiet. I got my 18 shekel plus a penny antenna grew out. I'm saying, I don't know. I think I'm gonna go to Beit Shemesh, to the free soup kitchen, and eat a good lunch and take it from here, from there. I ate here what was left there from Shabbos. I don't know why I ate it. It was like old food from yesterday, but I had some challah with hummus and like cabbage salad, I shouldn't have. I should have just went back like I'm doing now and go to the soup kitchen and eat what they give me, fresh food from today, but I'm so hungry, It's the first food I'm eating today and it's already like past midday. I'm gonna go to the bus stop where I came from and see if I could find my cigarettes. Then I'm gonna go to the soup kitchen in Beit Shemesh and eat food and then take it from there. That's my plan. Because I lost the full pack of cigarettes I just bought. I don't know. Send me all your Meister tithes, all of it, please. We're at 22.2 shekel plus a penny, and we're almost at the soup kitchen. I backtracked my steps. I did not find my pack of cigarettes. Someone found the full pack of closed cigarettes. Well, I'm Winston Red, and they're very happy, thank God. Police officer, rabbis, secular, everyone eating for free. Today they serve grilled chicken with like some type of grain, potatoes, with a salad. Yo, so I was at Kever Dan today. I left because like there was not too much happening there, and also I wanted to find my cigarettes. I lost my cigarettes on the way, and also I wanted to get a free lunch in the Beit Shemesh free soup kitchen, but I didn't end up chilling today. I ended up going to sleep. And I'm like, oh, what am I gonna do with my video? We were in the middle of a video. But turns out I heard music, followed the music, and there's a chuppah going on, a wedding, a religious Jewish Orthodox wedding. Look at this. I'm gonna go inside, see if I can get some food to eat or something. No one knows that I'm not invited. They don't know. They think I'm like Maybe a brother of the bride or the groom. We have no idea. Each side probably thinks I'm from the other side, you know? Crazy. Crazy. Also, if anyone asks me questions, I can just pretend I don't speak Hebrew, you know? Blessed be you, Adonai, our God, King of the world, creator of the fruit, amen, of the vine. They're gonna make 7 blessings, I believe. They do it every night for 7 nights. It's called the 7 blessings. It's a nice wedding hall. I've never been inside. I've passed by, but I've never been inside. It says woman this way, men this way. It's usually how religious weddings are. Men on one side, woman on the other. Let's see if there's any food. They're gonna serve, obviously, a full 5-star course. You know, 5-course meal, whatever they call it. Just curious if there's any food available now for munchies, you know. I mean, try doing this with non-Jews and tell me how it works out. Listen, I could technically sit down and start eating. I think it's a little awkward if I do, and I don't think I will. Actually, these guys started eating already. I asked the waiter if I could start eating. He said, for sure. He showed me where to sit down. I was like, I shouldn't sit there. They already started eating there. He's like, nah, sit right here. I'll spoil you all night. So I tried pretty much all the salads, just not the carrots. I tried everything else, all the food. Delicious. Bread, salad. They're going to serve fish and chicken or meat. That's why there's 2 plates. Because you don't eat the fish with chicken or with meat, according to the rabbinic law. So maybe I'll come back in like an hour and eat with them like the meat and fish and all chicken or whatever they serve, but probably not. Probably I'm just gonna call it a night and say 10 out of 10. I scored for you know, coming into a random wedding hall that I've never been to with a couple that I don't know them or their family is getting married and just showing up and eating their food like a boss. Just saying, I think that's enough adventure for one night, but maybe not. Maybe we need to come back and eat all the steak. Who knows? I don't make the decisions here. I don't work here. I just show up for the free ketamine, you know? I do love weddings, though. Alcohol, food, people, everyone's dressed up all fancy. You know, the men in their like, you know, suits and ties, tailor-made. The women in their dresses, you know, everyone's all excited. Look how many people are here, like all these cars, bro. Look, that car's all decorated. Why is it decorated? Because the bride and groom are gonna drive home in that car. It's decorated. It's pretty normal out here. It's not something I've seen so much in America, although in America you could see it too. At the Orthodox weddings, they'll like bring a fancy car to take the couple to the hotel or wherever they're gonna stay for the night. But like I'm saying, you see it in America, but you don't see it that much. In Israel, you see it all the time. You see cars decorated and you know it's a bride and groom. And they don't just decorate their car for the night. They keep the car decorated for like a long time, you know, just to show that they're like still celebrating. I don't know, maybe after the first fight they take it off. I don't know when they take it off. I don't know.